Hey, in this episode, I'm going to be sharing one simple system that changed everything in terms of the way I'm setting my goals and the way I'm achieving my goals. And the system that I learned from various mentors. Tony Robbins uses the same system, Ray Dalio uses the same system, and Vishen Lakhiani uses the same system. And I'm going to be giving you the system in three simple steps. And if you apply the system in your personal life or you apply the system in your professional life, you are going to be getting extraordinary results. Stay tuned. A lot of times, we all set so many goals. We set goals when the new year is starting on December 31st. We set goals when we are starting a new project or maybe we are starting a new career. We set a goal like sometimes, like maybe every quarter. We set a goal maybe sometimes every month. Some of you set a goal maybe every week. But unfortunately, 96% of the people who are not achieving the goals that they are setting. If you are one of them, you are setting your goals, but you are not achieving that, you are not completing that goal. This video is going to be helping you to take that goal towards the finish line. So there are three simple steps in this goal achieving system. Let me call this GAS, goal achieving system. So step number one is you are going to be defining what is that goal. And you're not just like defining it in your mind, you're going to be writing it down in your notebook. You're going to be giving as much space as required to expand that goal. What is that goal looks like for you? And there is a lesson that I learned from Tony Robbins, especially like when Tony was in his early days of his career. He gave himself about 3 hours every month to do this activity. And he used to go to a beach near to his home and lock everything, like all his limiting beliefs, all his like maybe self doubts into the car. And he goes to the beach and start writing it down for about 3 hours on what is that goal that he wanted to achieve, what is that goal like he's working towards. And between him and his notebook, whatever the thoughts that are coming to his mind, he used to start writing it down. And I followed the same system, and I created something really, really extraordinary by following that. So step number one for you, you get out from your current environment, go somewhere where typically you don't go. Maybe you go to a library, maybe you go to a park nearby if weather is nice, maybe go to the beach, maybe go to mountains, and sit there without any distractions and start writing it down. Step number one, define what you really, really want. Don't take any of your limiting beliefs. And most importantly, don't worry about how you are going to be achieving that goal. The how is the later part that you can think about it later. For now, step number one, you are going to be writing it down. What is that goal is on your paper, and you give space like maybe a couple of hours to complete. Now, step number two. Step number two is conditions for success. Not many people implement this. That's the reason not many people who set the big goals, they never achieve this. Let me expand. What is conditions for success? You are going into the finish line. You are going to be visualizing that goal that you set for yourself is already finished. And you are going to be having a conversation with the person that is you, your future self, with the questions like what has to be true in order for you to say you achieved this goal. Let me simplify this. For example, one of the goal that you have is to lose 25 pounds. So this is your goal, and you go towards the finish line, and you are going to be having a conversation with that person who lost 25 pounds. And you're going to be asking, what did you do in order for you to lose 25 pounds? And you listen to that person. You are going to be just start getting into that person's mind, and the person is going to be answering the questions. I was more disciplined about my workouts. I was more consistent with my workout routines. I used to do 10,000 steps no matter what every single day. So you're going to be writing it down. These are the conditions for my success. And I wanted to give one other example on conditions for success. This example, let's say you are working in a full time corporate job right now, but you wanted to start a new business and you wanted to take that business to replace your corporate income, right? So let's pretend like that is the goal, and you are going into the finish line and you are having a conversation with the person, that is you, who finished that goal. You're going to be asking that, what helped you to create this business and also replace your corporate income in very short time? And the person is going to be answering the conditions for that success. Number one, I did not stop at my thinking. I started acting on my dream. And maybe the second condition could be, I did not worry about what anyone thinks about my business. And the third condition could be, I started getting up early in the morning before anyone else in my family getting up. And I used to spend 2 hours every single day creating that business. And step number four, I started surrounding myself with the people who are in the same process, right? So these are the conditions that help that person to create the success. Whatever the conditions that for you, you are going to be writing it down on your notebook, on your journal, so that way you know exactly what it takes for you to achieve this goal. And the second step is the most important step. If you just apply this, you gain more clarity, you gain more momentum, you take that next step, so that way you will achieve that goal faster than what you are thinking right now. Let's go to step number three. Step number three is your support system. This is going to give you a plan. Now you have a bigger goal and you have conditions for success. This is going to be bridging between where you are and where you want it to be. So, simple example, if you go to McDonald's, and 95% of the operations done in the McDonald's by people who did not even go to college. So, how this is possible? Because this is such a profitable business, and how these employees of that company were able to generate so much revenue for that company, because they all following a system. And if you bring the same system to your life, you can achieve the goal that you are working towards. Let me give you a couple of examples. And you wanted to lose 25 pounds, and you know the conditions for the success. Now you are creating a system that will help you, that will support you to achieve that. The system could be, every single day you need to drink like maybe 2 liters of water. Every single day, maybe you need to walk 5,000 steps. Every single day, you need to burn maybe 600 calories. Every single day, you need to eat X, Y, and Z in order for you to go towards that. So you are going to be creating a system, and you are going to be relying on the system. It's not going to be using a willpower, because we all have limited willpower every single day when we get up, right? So we cannot use willpower every single time. So, but your systems can help you to create those results. And the moment you install this system, and it's like going to be happening for you. Step number three, create those systems. This is like the bridging the gap between where you are and where you are. And when somebody comes to me and ask, Vamsi, this is not working out for me, this plan is not working out for me, and very first thing I ask them is, show me your system. And they ask me, what do you mean by showing my system? Show me your calendar where you have time for this particular goal. How many hours in the past 7 days that you worked on this goal? How many routines that you completed? Who all are your accountability partners? Who is checking your progress? Who is giving you guidelines when you are getting into your blind spots, right? So by using these systems, you will get beautiful results. So again, I wanted to repeat all three steps again. This is not like a goal setting session. This is like a goal achieving mechanism. If you apply this, you will get the results. Step number one, define what your goal is on the paper. Go deep on this. Give as much time as you needed to write down what is that goal that you wanted to achieve. Don't go to your neighbor's goal. Don't worry about what your manager is giving you at the work. This is your own goal. And step number two is that you are going to be defining the conditions for the success. You're going into the future self and start asking that person what made that person win big while achieving this goal. And you listen to that person. That's your subconscious mind. And you write down those steps. Number three, you are going to be creating an accountability system. You're going to be creating all the necessary blocks that you need to achieve this goal. All right. Hope this helpful for you. Looking forward to serving you even more with my next episode. Until then, goodbye.